My Mark II Audi TT is starting to look pretty sick. And now that I've sorted out the issues it was having mechanically, it now runs a million times better. Which I'm made up with, but that diffuser there on the rear bumper and that Black Edition TTS bumper aren't the only things I'm fitting to my Mark II Audi TT. So let's get down the unit and I'll show you what else I've got to fit to it today. Wait, before we go down the unit, hit that subscribe button down below. There we go, now we can go. So now we're back down the unit, let me show you what I've got to fit to the TT. So if you haven't guessed it yet, this is a gloss black wing slash spoiler for the Mark II Audi TT, because the back end, now that I've put a new diffuser on, I think looks really nice, but the top looks a little bit bare. So I think this is going to fix that problem. And as you can see, the spoiler currently is in 3 parts. There's the 2 legs and then the blade. So we need to get the legs on first. Then we'll mock it up to the spoiler on the TT and we'll get it fitted. And then I'll talk to you about the electrics on the TT after the fact, because that rear wing, when you get to 70, or if you press the button inside the car, it actually comes up. And for those of you who don't know what I'm on about, if you go in the car, put the key in the ignition and turn it on. Then you look down here in the center console, if I hold this button, so we need to find a way to stop it from doing that after we fitted it. So now it's time to get the wing on and mock it up, but what I'm going to do first, like I did when I fitted the GTO spoiler, video in the top right hand corner now, or that one of them. I'm going to put some masking tape down, 1 so I don't scratch the paint, and 2 so when I come to drilling the holes I know where everything lines up. I'll trim this around the wing after I've laid it all down, and then do the same on the opposite side. Now I'm just going to trim the edge so the wing can still come up, because I'll need it up in a bit when I come to bolt the new one on. Oh, this can come off. This also helps because I can see where the edge of the wing is, so I can get it square on both sides. So I'll go cut the other side. Now the tape's marked out, it's all nice around the edge of the spoiler. I can lift it up and the tape won't catch the car. I can get the new wing on, mark it out with a Sharpie, drill the holes and get it bolted. Hold the tape back. I'm going to measure all this properly, but for now I'm just going to eyeball it. I can't lie, I think I like that. Look at this. There it is. I know you can't really see it much because we're inside the unit, but it makes the TT look a little bit more bad boy. But the good thing is, because the spoiler is pretty sure it's a stock Audi spoiler, this, I think. But anyway, it looks nice on the silver and it'll look even better when you see what colour I'm wrapping this car, because it's no secret I am wrapping it, but I'm just trying to get everything ready first. But I do quite like that, so let's get the holes drilled and get the wing bolted down. So what I've done is I took the wing off and I've gone around with my ruler and my pen and marked out the triangular feet for the wings on both sides. As you can see, the gaps, they're pretty even. There is a little bit less of a gap on this side, so if anything I could probably shimmy it that way a little bit. but you wouldn't really notice it, especially from the distance, and even if you were up close, unless you had the ruler and you were being very picky, it'd be hard to tell. But my plan now is, because I've got my triangles cut out there and there, that's a four-sided shape, David, that's not a triangle. Well, you know what I mean. What I'm gonna do now is on the feet of the wing, again, I'm gonna get my masking tape on here, draw this out, cut it out, and mark the holes. And I'm gonna transfer that to there upside down. The two holes will give me where I need to drill, so that should line up pretty spot on. And I'm gonna do the same on that side.
Do it again, do it again, do it again. Do it again and we won't end up as friends. Do it again, do it again, do it again. I trusted you once, but I won't do that again.
And there it is. In theory, it should work. In practice, it could be a bit different because I am eyeballing some of it and it is masking tape. It does move and it does stretch, but that'll give me a good general idea of where to drill. So I'll drill a part of the hole first, only a little one, make sure it lines up. I'll do the other side exactly the same. I'm not going to record that because you've seen me do it here. Then I've got to drill into the car properly, which is quite a scary thing because no one really likes drilling into the car in case they get it wrong, but let's just not get it wrong. And even if I do, like I always say, everything can be fixed, so we can sort it out if that's the case. But anyway, the drill set up, so let's get a part of the hole drilled. Yeah, I've committed now. I've drilled. I don't really know what I've hit though. I feel like it's hit something underneath. Raise the wing up. And there they are, they're the two holes. I'm glad to stop when I did because we got to underneath. You can see a little bit of a witness mark there, but it's not too bad. And then there's the holes as they come through. So I'm going to punch it through a bit more with the drill bit. Open it up to get these bolts in because these are the countersink bolts you need to fit the wing. And I think that drill bit I've got there should be decent enough, so that's the next job. Nice, and now do these bolts fit? Ooh. Lovely, and I've left enough room so there's a bit of wiggle room to get it in position where I want it, so you can go side to side like 2 or 3 mil. So I need to do the other side, and I think we're good to try and bolt it up. The back end of the TT looks sick. And I don't know about you, but with that gloss black diffuser and the new wing, I'm loving how the back end of the TT looks, and it's gonna look even better when I wrap the car. And if you wanna see what color I'm gonna wrap the TT, hit that subscribe button down below and keep an eye out for it because that video will be coming very soon. I'm just waiting on a new passenger side wing. So if you saw the last video on the TT, you'll know I did buy a wing to fit that, but I was sold the wrong wing. It was advertised as a Mark II wing. I got sent a Mark I wing. The seller is refusing to replace or make good on it. They're still adamant it was a Mark II. It really isn't. But anyway, I've ordered another one, and when that comes, we'll get that on, get the door on, and then after that, it's a case of wrapping the car. And let me know down in the comment section below what colour you'd wrap this car if it was yours, because obviously I've got a colour in mind. But let me know what you'd do it if this was your car, based on the way it looks and the styling, and I think that wing just looks fantastic. And not only that, but you can tell me what colour you'd do the car, and you can also have a guess of what colour you think I'm gonna do it. But one thing I love is with a few little changes like the bumper, The rear wing, the diffuser, the car's looking so much more sportier than it ever has, and it's starting to look more like the car I thought it was going to look like when I was finished with it. And I made up that I persevered and I fixed all the mechanical faults on the TT to get it running properly, so I can get it to the point where I can start doing this to it. And I've also got another set of alloy wheels to go on this car, but I'm in two minds as to whether to fit them or not yet, because I do quite like the stock wheels that are on it, the 9Js. I think they're called Sportline alloys. I think they go really nice on the car. The colour is good, so if I was to keep them, I'd refurb them in the same colour. But I don't know if I'm going to keep them yet or if I'm going to fit the new wheels. But if you want to find out, you'll have to watch the next video on the TT, because I'll put them on then and you can decide for me. But anyway, let's get the car out the unit and I'll show you what the spoiler looks like outside so you can actually see it, because at the minute it's kind of just blending in on the back. And there it is, the TT with a nice new bumper and a nice new rear wing. And you can see it better out here on the green as opposed to in the unit. But I think it makes the car look so much more sportier. And it actually suits it, considering it is supposed to be a cheap sports car. And I suppose the cheap sports car aspect of it is dependent upon who you ask, because some people won't say it, but I think that's a cheap sports car. And now it's definitely starting to look the part, and I'm made up with that. But we're not finished just yet, because the TT has something called an active spoiler, which means when you get to 70, or if you press the button inside the car, that spoiler will come up. And although the spoiler coming up isn't necessarily an issue, because it's not going to hit anything, it is clear of everything, that is a fixed spoiler, so I'd like it to remain a fixed spoiler. So to stop the spoiler from coming up, I've got one of two options. Option one is to code it out through the car itself, so the car won't ever turn it on or do anything if you press the button. I don't have anything that can code that deep within the TT, so that isn't really an option to me. And option two is to just pull the plug on the motor on the back after taking the trim panel off. The only downside to that is you'll end up with a light on the dash, but I think I can live with a light on the dash for now until I find someone who can code that deeply into the car and get it coded out properly. So the next thing I need to do is take the trim panel off in the boot and we'll disconnect the motor for the active wing. And to get this trim panel off, it's fairly simple. All it is in the handle, there's two Torx bits. Take this off like so, and then that will pull down as well. If you need to know how to do that, I actually did a video a while ago of removing the old spoiler to fix the water leak issue in the back, and I take it off in that, so go click in the top right hand corner now to have a look at that. But I'm just going to whip this off. So 3, 2, 1, and there we go. I didn't want to take it off entirely because I don't need to, but as you can see, there's a connector there for the motor and the sensors, so it knows the position of the wing. And there's a connector there for the motor, so I'm just going to take this one off, which will do the motor and the sensors. And now that motor will not move, but I will probably get a fault on the dash. So now I get the panel back on, and there we go, back on. And just like that, that spoiler will now stay as a fixed spoiler. I'll probably get a light on the dash. Yep. But that's okay, because it's only a light on the dash, and I'll either get it coded out by someone who can do it, or I'll find a way of doing it myself, and I'll let you know how I do it, if I do it. But let me know in the comment section down below if you like that wing, because I love it, and just let me know what you think of the TT in general, now that it's got the new bumper on, the new rear diffuser, and the new wing. Or let me know what you'd do to it if it was your car. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notifications bell so you get an update every time I post a video, and I'll see you in the next one.